Hi, my Pisces. Welcome back, you guys. All right. So, because we're sitting here in front of a backdrop of Santorini, Greece, we're going to go ahead and start you out with some mythology. So, I did a pre shuffle on this, and the card that came out for you guys was Apollo. So, Apollo, of course, is the son of Zeus and Leto. So Leto was a nymph that Zeus fell in love with. And Zeus, of course, was already married to Hera. So Hera was not pleased about this. So she actually chased Leto across the sky, across the galaxy. And there was almost no safe space for her to have her baby. But eventually she finds a small island and she's able to give birth. And she gives birth to not one, but two babies. So Artemis is born first and then actually helps her mother to deliver Apollo. So Apollo is one of the most revered gods in Greek mythology. You know, he is, of course, the bringer of light, but he also he's known to be associated with music and was said to be able to, concoct different songs that could heal illness and disease, but could also, on the flip side, create problems for people if he wanted to. So he can be a punisher, or he can be, someone who through musical verse has, the magical power to heal things. Now, Apollo also spoke through the Oracle of Delphi. And so he's said to have been the one that was giving her, the Oracle, all this information. And she would sit on this three-legged stool and actually like inhale these vapors that came from this fissure in the earth. And from that location, Apollo would speak to her. So very famous characters throughout history came to ask the Oracle of Delphi information, like Alexander the Great, for example. And so they would come and they would ask for information. But the thing is, this card, this message specifically pertains to inquiry. So if we have questions that we want to ask, it's great to collect, advice and food for thought, but ultimately only the individual can make the final determination of what they want. So some symbols that are associated with Apollo are his arrow, also three-legged stools, the color gold, and then also music is associated with him. So there may be times where there's, like music that is either really uplifting to one's soul, something that, it speaks to us. Now, some people may find that there's lyrics that really speak to our heart and our soul. It's like lyrics that really express how we feel, because we're all human beings having a similar human experience. So someone else may be able to put into words exactly the way we feel, and someone may actually want to like convey a message to us through song, or we to them. However, that will not replace the need to actually say the words yourself if you mean them. Or if someone needs to tell you something with no ambiguity around it, they can't just send you a song and be like, there, now you know that I'm crazy in love with you because that song said it all. That is poetic, that is beautiful, that is romantic, but it doesn't negate the need to still actually say it. This is how I feel about you. This sentence is how I feel about you. I need to say these words to you. So this is about inquiry. It's about the things that can kind of like, because he's associated with the Oracle of Delphi, it's associated with like getting information, but still we have to interpret the information and we have to make the ultimate choice. So someone who can find other people's words, that's beautiful, but still they have to have what it takes to say the words that they truly mean. So this comes kind of with this responsibility as well, but it also begins with a storyline where someone is clearly looking for the right words to say, or they're trying to figure out, what do they want to say, maybe to the Pisces, or maybe the Pisces is trying to figure out what they want to say to someone else. So let's see where this storyline takes us, shall we? I think that this is a real fun one to begin with, because I'm a huge music lover. And so, we have the Strength card in the reverse and the Death card in the reverse. So someone appears, at least in this storyline so far with our mythology, to be scared. They're scared of something being over. They don't want something to be over. We've got Scorpio, we've got Leo energy. Someone is afraid. They might be afraid to speak a truth too, afraid that if they say something, it could lead to an ending, and that is the thing that they want most to avoid. All right, let's keep going. We got a Six of Pentacles. This is somebody who wants to, we could be constructing a storyline about people that work together, because this is kind of like in the workplace. But the Six of Pentacles is about, I want to have equal give and take. How do I find the right words to express that? How do I not put my foot in my mouth? Heck, this could be nothing about love. This could be someone is trying to figure out, how do I approach my boss to ask him for that raise, to ask him for that review? This could be a situation where it's like, okay, something clearly, if we're looking for answers to something, it's because there is a question in mind. There's something that I don't know how to handle, but I need to handle it. So how do I go about doing this? And right now it looks like it has something to do with equal give and take. I want to have equal give and take. How do I establish that? Ooh. Okay, so this Three of Wands has a lot of promise, but we've got somebody who's kind of feeling bummed out right now. Like, when is the future going to arrive? When is that day going to show up? I feel like somebody who is nervous about taking action. They've been asking for information. They've been asking others for advice. I think somebody has been asking friends, relatives, coworkers, whomever they trust, what do you think I should do? How should I handle this? Because I want this outcome. How do I get it? And it's like, there's some element where, well, you have to wait for just the right time. And someone is getting bummed out, even though they're also scared to do this. They're also bummed out that this is taking so much time. What is it then that they're asking for advice on? Four of Cups. Wow. Four of Cups is, someone has an idealized vision of how they would like things to play out. And they may be asking friends and family, like, what do you think is possible? Is this realistic? Do you think this could really happen? Do you think if I stepped forward, I would get that outcome? Do you think I'll get, promoted to that position I want? Do you think I'll get that raise? Do you think that this person will take me back? Or do you think that this person will love me? There is an idealized thing where somebody is, at least right now, sitting there going, I feel like I'm missing this opportunity. I need to take action. What do you think will happen if I take this action? What is the best course to take? So somebody is really, I want to say, a little tangled up, trying to figure out the best move to make in their life right now. Justice. So the Justice card shows up in the upright, where things are not balanced. Things are not fair. Somebody is missing from this situation, right? So we haven't had the sit down conversation yet because we got an empty chair. Somebody wants to sit down and discuss. All of this storyline so far is about, I want something to be balanced, right? That's what the Six of Pentacles says. That's what the Justice card says. I need to be treated fairly, which means I need to ask for that raise, or I really want to connect with someone. I want this person to take me back, or I gotta say, the person who seems to be desiring to get the answer to what they should do, I feel like they are the ones who either feels like, I'm entitled to more. How do I ask for it? If it's like work related, or it is someone who is trying to figure out, how do I come toward the individual, maybe the Pisces that I want, and how do I get them to say yes to me? How do I make this right? Because right now we're not sitting down. Right now I haven't been able to get an audience with them. Maybe I haven't even asked them if they would sit down and hear me out yet, because I've been scared to do this. I feel like this person is really nervous to ask you for what they want. So they're asking everybody else, what do you think will happen? What do you think I should do? I got the Hermit. Yeah, somebody's all up in their heads about this. But here's the thing. The Hermit is a good card. It's a good reason that we're up in our heads, because we're trying to figure out the right answer, because it really matters. And when we dig deeply, even though this person's been asking everybody else around them, here they are now saying, okay, everybody's weighed in on this. Hold on, let's ask, what has everybody else been saying? I'm just curious. What is everybody else? Oops, sorry. That card didn't fall out. It was that I never picked it up properly with the rest of the deck, and it's not fair to shuffle without all of the cards in it. Emperor. So everybody else is telling this person, you want it, you go get it. Walk in and say what you got to say. But so if everyone is telling this person to boss up and go get what you want, don't tell us that you want it. Go tell the person that you need to tell what you want. Okay, but remember, this person has asked a bunch of different people for their advice. What do you think will happen? What do you think if I come toward Pisces? What do you think Pisces will say? How do you think this will play out? What do you think I should say to Pisces? Now they're at the point where they can't ask anybody else anymore. They have to go inside and decide themselves, because that's really what the Hermit is. It's where we realize we're the only ones who can make the choice now, which is what we said at the beginning with Apollo, right? You can ask a million people for their advice. Everybody's got an opinion, right? If there's 10 people in a room, you know that there's going to be at least 11 opinions. That's actually a Greek saying. Somebody told me that, a Greek person that I was talking to on one of my visits there. So I'm reminded of that. And it's like, because people will have, even one person will have multiple opinions on the same topic that contradict and conflict, and it's like, all right, so we have a lot of different people that have been weighing in, but you know what? Only one person's opinion matters, because it's the person who needs to take the action that has to make the ultimate decision. So that's where this person is now. They're going to make a decision to do something. What is it? We have the Star, we have the Empress, and we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so somebody is, in this case, going after their wish fulfillment. Somebody's ready to say, you know what, I need this. I need to put aside all the like cerebral aspect of this, thinking about it. What should I do? Asking everybody else. And I need to just tune into my heart. So when this person goes into that hermit mode, so we have Virgo here. We also had Aries over here. We had Libra. What else did we have? We had the Justice, and we had Leo. And then we've got Libra, Taurus, and Aquarius. So we got a lot of major arcanas here. And we started with Apollo, a god, right? So we've got some pretty big energy in this so far. But when this person goes into themselves and says, what do I want? They want the thing they've always wanted, the things that they're passionate about. The reason they were passionate enough to go racing around and asking everybody else, what should I do? We don't ask a bunch of other people what we should do unless it's that important to us that we're so scared to mess it up because we want it so bad. So someone is finally simplifying things. I think that maybe they did get really great advice from everybody else that they asked. Like, if you want it, you go get it. Step up and do this. Go get your Empress in this case, right? Tell the person that you love them. Tell your Pisces that you're the person I want. Walk in like a boss and say, you're the only one I've ever seen as my match, my mate. So I kind of feel like this, you guys, I'm going to leave this one as a short and sweet storytelling, because by the way, guys, I just asked you to do a poll for me and tell me if you like longer or shorter storylines. So please do weigh in on that, either on the poll or even just here in the comment section or chat, whatever you want. But I would love to know what you guys prefer. I feel like this story doesn't need to keep carrying on, because it's all just simply about one person who has to make the ultimate decision about, what do I do? And after asking so many people, it still boils down to, if you want something badly enough that you're asking everybody else what you should do about it, that already answers that it's really important to you. So probably somebody's got to listen to their own heart and say, how important is this to me? If this is what I want, and I'm the only one who can make it happen, then there's my answer, So it just boils it down to, it's not about opinion, it's about desire. What do I truly desire? And then that's my motive for stepping forward. Or if I don't desire it enough, for walking away from it. In this storyline, we see a character walking toward what they want. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this one, please do give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for your awesome energy. As always, I am a writer who writes without a pen. I'm a storyteller, not a psychic. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I just wanted you to know that I operate very differently here. I don't predict anyone's future. And I hope that's always empowering, to be reminded that this is just food for thought. But if you like the characters, or you hear something in it that's a message that you go, oh, I kind of dig that. Awesome. Take that and run with it. Otherwise, just let it go. Thank you guys for being here. Linda, hi. I haven't said hello to you in a little bit. Jenny, hi, sweetie pie. You guys are so cool. I love the fact that you chit chat with each other. Logan, that's so well said. Your heart space is under construction. That's an amazing sentence right there. Very well put. AJ Craft just arrived. Welcome, darling. Good to see you guys. Linda, I know, I love this backdrop too. I love Greece. Yes, tekanate. I see someone speaking to me. Elizabeth, thank you. Very nice to see you out there writing to me in Greek. I love it. Yes, Linda, I agree with you. It is one of my most favorite places also. Gingerly, it is my pleasure. Thank you, guys. Really nice to see you. Mwah. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a beautiful afternoon. If I don't see you again, I'm going to do a couple of other videos today, though. So bye for the moment.